It's okay. So we have to go with the new chapter. There is nothing but trigonometry. The new word to you. Very important chapter for your future. And it is very important in our daily life also. That's why please take care of this. Try to understand, because from the beginning I am explaining all the basics of this. Okay, if you have any doubt after the class, you can contact me and you can speak to me. Okay, now you people are muted now, so your voice will not be heard. Okay, right? Shall we start? Right. Trigonometry. Just observe the word. It is the combination of three words. You can find out. As I told you yesterday, tri, gon, and metron. Three words we will get. So first word is what? Tri. Tri means you know that is three. The second one is what? Gon. You know that there is nothing but what? Side. Because trigon means three sides. Three-sided polygon is nothing but triangle. Therefore, trigon means triangle. That means today we are speaking about triangle. One thing is clear. Then, so next word we have that metron. Metron. Metron means measurement. So together I can say that three-side measurement, which is nothing but triangular measurement. Triangle measurement. Together, if you take, the meaning of this is, it is the measurement of the side and the angles of a triangle. Just I am speaking about this word, trigonometry. Okay, it's taken from three Greek words, tri, gon, and metron. Together it is trigonometry. Trigon means triangle. Metron means measurement. Therefore, triangle measurement. That means measurement of the sides and the angles of a triangle. It is the word meaning. What is trigonometry? That's all. The meaning of trigonometry. Right. Then, what is trigonometry actually? Trigonometry is the branch of mathematics which deals with the relation between the sides and angles. The sides and angles of a triangle. Consider any triangle. You will get the sides in that, three sides and also three angles, isn't it? So here we are going to discuss the relation among the sides and the angles. But here not all the triangles. Trigonometry can be studied by taking the right angle triangle. Therefore, to understand the concept here, the right angle triangle is very important. So therefore, we have to go with the angles and the sides of a right angle triangle. Is it clear? I repeat, trigonometry. From this you will get three Greek words. One is what? Tri, gon, and metron. So the meaning of this is, trigon is what? Triangle. Metron is what? Measurement. Triangle measurement. That means trigonometry is the branch of mathematics which deals with the relation between the sides and the angles of a triangle. I'm clear? Any doubt? It's okay. I told you that basically we have to go with the right triangle to understand this. Therefore, I am going to draw a right triangle now. Observe here. Yes. Here I am going to mark the 90 degrees. You got a right triangle now. Yes, I have to name. Say this triangle is ABC, where angle B is 90 degrees. Triangle ABC I got. It is the right angle triangle where angle B is 90 degrees. Clear? Now, you know that the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degrees. That is nothing but angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. Here I clearly told you that angle B is 90 degrees. The remaining two angles are what? Angle A and angle C is equal to 180. Just observe this equation. Just observe this equation. From this, I can say that the sum of the remaining two, whatever we have, that is 180 minus 90 means that is equal to 90 degrees. The sum of angle A and angle C is equal to 90. From this, I can say that angle A and angle C both are less than 90 degrees. Do you agree? Right? So the sum is 180. In that one angle is 90. Therefore, remaining 90 is the sum of angle A and angle C. From this, I can say that angle A and angle C both are less than 90. Right? So we know that any angle less than 90 degree is called acute angle. So that's why in this triangle you can observe angle B is 90 degree, therefore it is a right angle. But the remaining two, whatever we have, that angle A and angle C, these two are acute angles. Right. So out of these two acute angles, we have to mark one angle. And with respect to that, we have to continue this right explanation. Now, out of angle C and angle A, two acute angles, whatever we have, I am going to mark one angle. Yes. It is what? Angle A. Which angle I mark? There are two acute angles, angle A and C, but I mark angle A. Got it? It is called marked acute angle. What do you say? Angle A is marked acute angle. Marked acute angle. Right. So with respect to the marked acute angle, we have to name the sides of this triangle. What is AB, what is BC, and what is AC? That we have to see. Angle B is 90 degrees. Angle A and angle C, angle A and angle C are acute angle. In that I marked angle A. In that I marked angle A. So therefore, angle A is called marked acute angle. With respect to that, now we have to. With respect to that, now we have to name the sides of this triangle. Right. So here, the right angle is what this. The opposite to that, we have that AC. You all know that. It is a common thing. It is you learnt in the previous year also. In any right triangle, the side which is opposite to right angle is the longest side of that. Like AC is the longest side of the right angle triangle because it is opposite to the right angle and it is called hypotenuse. It is called hypotenuse. Am I right? Now two more sides are remaining. To name these two sides, we have to go with the marked acute angle. Right? The marked acute angle is what? A. One side is opposite to that, that is what BC. So the side BC, whatever we have, It is opposite to marked acute angle A. Right. So it is opposite side. This called opposite side. The side opposite to marked acute angle is called opposite side. If you mark angle C, then AB will become opposite side. But here I marked angle A. The side opposite to angle A is what BC. Therefore, BC is called opposite side. Right? One more side is remaining with respect to that marked acute angle. That is AB. That is AB. AB is called adjacent side. AB is adjacent side. What do you call this? Adjacent side. Now, with respect to the marked acute angle, here we named all the three sides. One is the AC is opposite to the right angle. As usual, we say that that is the longest side. That's why that is called hypotenuse. Then the remaining two sides we have to name. Here BC is opposite to the marked acute angle A. Therefore, that is called opposite side. And adjacent side is the one more side, the remaining side, what is along with the marked acute angle. That is nothing but what? Adjacent side. You got it? Is it clear? Clear? Once again, I'll repeat. Yes, we have to go with a right angle triangle. Yes, here I am going to mark 90 degrees. Therefore, I can say that yes, it is a right angle triangle. As usual, I told you that I am going to name this ABC, where angle B is equal to 90 degrees. One more angle I am going to mark here. Out of two acute angles, angle A and angle C, I am going to mark angle A. Therefore, it is called marked acute angle. Right? Angle A is marked acute angle, and generally, it is not compulsory. Generally, we denote this marked acute angle with a symbol called theta, the Greek letter theta. Theta. That is, we have to write 0, then just we have to go like that. That generally we write like. Okay. Therefore, that is what theta. Theta means marked acute angle. What is theta? Marked acute angle. Got it? So therefore, with respect to this theta, with respect to marked acute angle, we have to name the sides of this right angle triangle. Just what is AC, what is the name of AC, what is the name of AB, what is the name of BC with respect to this. As you learned in the previous class, the side which is opposite to right angle in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the side which is opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. Therefore, opposite to right angle, we have that here AC. Therefore, we have to say that it is what? Hypotenuse. Right? Then two more sides are remaining. So those two sides must be named with respect to the marked acute angle. The marked acute angle, the theta. With respect to this theta, or with respect to angle A, with respect to marked acute angle, the opposite side is what? BC. That's why we say that this perpendicular side is called opposite side. Right. One more side, whatever remaining, the base. Right. So it is along with the marked acute angle. It is along with the theta. It is along with the angle A. Therefore, other than hypotenuse, because the marked acute angle made with the hypotenuse and one more side, isn't it? Along with the hypotenuse, whatever one more side is there of this acute angle, that is called adjacent side. It is very important. Please take care of this. Right? So one more thing I will say now. Again, I am going to draw a right angle triangle. I mark the 90 degrees. I say that it is ABC. If you mark angle C, now C is the marked acute angle, and generally I can say that that is theta. Now, as usual, hypotenuse is same because it is opposite to 90 degrees. The two more sides are remaining. So, in that, the opposite to this marked acute angle is this. It is called opposite side. Right here, the remaining is what? Along with the hypotenuse which made this theta, that is adjacent side. So therefore, here hypotenuse no problem, it is always opposite to right angle, but while naming the other two sides, we have to observe the marked acute angle, and the side which is opposite to that only the opposite side, and the remaining side is nothing but what? The adjacent side. I think it is clear. It's okay. Is it clear? You understood that? What is trigonometry? The word meaning? What is the definition of that? I told you that it is a branch of mathematics. It deals with the relation between the sides and the angles of a triangle. And then I told you that we have to take that a right angle triangle. There will get one right angle and two acute angles. In that we have to mark one acute angle. Generally we denote that by theta. And with respect to theta, we have to name the sides of the triangle. As usual, AC is the hypotenuse because it is opposite to right angle. Remaining two sides are named with respect to theta now. The side opposite to the theta marked acute angle is what? BC. Therefore, I call that is opposite side, and the remaining one is what? Adjacent side. It is clear. Now, how many sides are there in the triangle? 3 sides. Right? Now, we have to go with the ratio. You know that what is the ratio? Ratio is a comparison of two quantities, right, of the same kind by division. You have to go for example, 3 kg, 5 kg. These are the two quantities of the same kind or not. It's both are kg. Therefore, it can be expressed in the division as 3 by 5 or 5 by 3. Right? While expressing in the ratio, both are of the same kind. It is very important. So by taking it is liter and it is kg, you can say that the ratio is 3 by 5 is wrong. No, it's not allowed. Both are of the same kind. Two quantities you have to take, both are of the same kind. If you take two quantities, maximum two ratios we can write. When you say that it is numerator, it is denominator, it will become 3 by 5. If you consider it is numerator and denominator, it can be done as 5 by 3. Which ratio is correct, which is not correct, that we can see that later. We don't want now. Right? Totally maximum two ratios we can write using 3 and 5, that is 3 by 5 and also 5 by 3. Two ratios are possible. But here we have the 3 sides. Right? How many ratios are possible from these 3 sides that we have to see? How many ratios are possible? So here see, so there are 3 and from 2 we can get 2, therefore we have to go for into 2, that's equal to what? 6. That means maximum 6 ratios you will get. Right. Which are those 6 ratios that we can see now? The 3 sides we have, that is what? AB, BC and AC. Using these 3, first I will go for AB. I can write that AB by BC, then AB by AC, 2 ratios are over. Then consider BC as the numerator. BC by AB, BC by AC. Consider AC as the numerator. AC by AB and AC by BC. Am I right? How many ratios are possible here? 6 ratios. Is the 7th ratio possible? No. Maximum 6 ratios we can write. Ratio is a comparison of two quantities of the same kind by division, we say. Here I took the 3 sides of the triangle. From that I tried to write the maximum ratio. Yes, when we consider AB as the numerator, I got 2. As BC as the numerator, again 2. AC as the numerator again 2. I got 6 ratios. Yes. We have to discuss these ratios with respect to trigonometry. We have to discuss these ratios with respect to trigonometry. Right? So they are called trigonometric ratios. They are called trigonometric ratios. Or you can say that T ratio. Simply you can write that T ratio. Trigonometric ratios are T ratio. How many are there? 6. Therefore, maximum 6 are possible. So therefore, if anybody asks how many trigonometric ratios are there, you have to say that 6. Now we have to see that these ratios with respect to trigonometry. What is the importance for them? Here we discuss about the 6 ratios. Which are those 6 ratios that we have to see first with respect to trigonometry? Okay, it is the information, that's all. Right? First one is sine. With respect to the marked acute angle, we are seeing that. That's why sine of marked acute angle. Sine of marked acute angle. Marked acute angle, I took it as theta. That's why sine of theta. If you say it is A, you have to say that sine of A. Sine of. Totally, it should be the marked acute angle. Sine of A, like that. It is sine of theta. Second one is, the second ratio we have here, cosine of theta. Cosine, C-O-S-I-N-E. Third one is tangent of theta. Tangent of theta. Next one is cosecant. Cosecant of theta. Next, secant. While writing, you can observe here the one thing. Celeste Alba, am I audible? Okay. We have to go with the trigonometric ratios, right? I told you that the first one is SINE, sine of that marked acute angle. Second one is cosine. Second one is cosine. COSINE, cosine of theta. Third one is tangent, tangent of theta. Next one is cosecant, cosecant of theta. Next one is secant of theta. Last one is cotangent. Yes. Like this we have 6 trigonometric ratios. Sine of theta, cosine of theta, tangent of theta, cosecant of theta, secant of theta, and cotangent of theta. We have to cut short these for our convenience. We have no habit of writing this much. We have to cut it short. Generally, what we'll do while writing these ratios, we use the first 3 letters of this, that's all. Sine, and then along with that theta. With not only sine theta, I told that A is theta, therefore in the place of theta you can write A also. But once if you use theta, you have to use theta only. Once if you use A, then you have to use A only. It's not only theta, it may be alpha, beta, gamma, anything we can say. Right? Next one is, the first 3 letter is what? Cos, cosine of theta, cos theta. Third one is, you can observe that the first 3 letters, tan, T-A-N, therefore tan theta. Sine of theta, sin theta, cosine of theta, cos theta, tangent of theta. The using the first 3 letters, we can say that tan theta. Okay, then cosecant of theta. See here, first 3 letter is what? Cos. First 3 letter is what? Cos. But cos is used already. That's why I can't go with first 3 letters. Then what to do? We have to go for the first 5 letters. Only in this. Cos theta means cosine theta. But for this we have to use the 5 letters because already the first 3 letters of these two are same. And for this we took the cos theta. Yes, that is cos theta itself. Therefore it will become COSEC, cosec theta. Right? Next again 3 letters. No problem in this because nothing is there. But it is only repeated there. That's why we took it as 5 letters. But here 3 letters itself again. CAC, sec theta. Secant theta, sec theta. Again here the first 3 letters. COT, cotangent of theta. Cot. Therefore we have to write it as cot theta. Like this we have to go with the abbreviation. It is for our convenience. It is for our convenience, right? So sine of theta is sin theta, cosine of theta is cos theta, tangent of theta is tan theta, cosecant of theta is cosec theta, secant of theta is sec theta, cotangent of theta is what? Cot theta. I told you clearly, after naming the sides of the right angle triangle with respect to the marked acute angle, maximum 6 ratios are possible. Those 6 ratios must be considered with respect to the trigonometry now. So that is what we say that there are 6 trigonometric ratios or 6 key ratios that we have. Which are those? If they ask, you have to say that sine of theta, cosine of theta, tangent of theta, cosecant of theta, secant of theta, cotangent of theta. For our convenience, we have to cut short them. We have to go for the abbreviation. That is, sine of theta can be written as sine theta using only the first three letters SIN, not sin theta, it is the sine. Then cosine, so first three letters cos, tangent, first three letters CAN, tan, so cosecant, first three letters COS, but we can't take it, that's why we have to go for COSEC, cosec. Then here sec, similarly here cos. These are the 6 ratios that we have. Is it clear? Clear? Yes, then. Now, we have to see that what is the relation between this and those ratios. We got the 6 ratios here. So there, with respect to the triangle, here also I named 6 ratios. Those ratios I named. So now we have to see that which ratio is sin theta, which ratio is cosec, which ratio is cot, which ratio is tan, which is cos, which is sec, that we have. I told you that there are 6 trigonometric ratios: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Now, first of all, we have to go for 3 basic ratios first. Then we can go for other 3. First one is sin theta. Second one is cos theta. Third one is tan theta. 3 basic ratios I took now. We can think of other 3 also. Why I'll show them. Okay. So here sin theta. Which ratio? It is a ratio. Therefore, is equal to something by something, something by something, something by something. Numerator by denominator, numerator by denominator, numerator by denominator. Right? It must be because the ratio. But we have to express this ratio. We have to express this ratio with respect to the ratios of the side. For your convenience, to remember this easily, I'll give you a technique now. Yes. Can you read this? Yes, see. OH, OHO. Right? I'll say that O. That I'll say that to easily understand OHO. Then you have to go for that AHA. Then you have to go for that OI, OA, OHO, AHA, OI, OHO, AHA, OI. See here, so sin theta is what I say that OHO. For cos theta, I'll say that AHA. Tan theta, I'll say that OI. Sin, OHO, cos, AHA, tan, OI. Sin, OHO, cos, AHA, tan, OI. Right? What is this OHO? That's what ear O. Ear H. That's all. Similarly, it is A. It is what H. It is what OI. OI. OA. OHO. AHA. OI. Just to remember, it is just a technique, that's all. Okay. So here, O means opposite side of theta. What do you mean O? Opposite side of theta. H is what? Hypotenuse. That means you got the ratio of this. What is sin theta? Sin theta. Which ratio it is? It is with respect to the right angle triangle and the marked acute angle theta. It is opposite by hypotenuse. Second one is cos theta. It is what? Adjacent side of theta. Side of theta. H means hypotenuse. That's why I told you that AHA. A by H. Adjacent side of theta divided by hypotenuse. Next one is what? Tan theta. Tan theta is what? Again, I told you that OI, OI, OA, OI. So O by A, O, opposite side of theta. Divided by, that's what? A, adjacent side of theta. So therefore sin theta is what? Oho. Cos theta is what? Aha. Tan is what? Oi. Sin is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Cos is what? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan is what? Opposite by adjacent with respect to a right triangle and with respect to marked acute angle theta. Right. To remember this, I'll give that one more structure for this. For sin, it is what? Oho. That is what? O by H. For sin. For cos it is, that is A by H. Aha. Adjacent by hypotenuse. For tan it is OI. Opposite by adjacent. Got this? Just observe that how I wrote. It is, I told you that yes, for this O by H. Then for cos, that is, it is A by H. For tan, it is O by A. Right? It is very simple thing. Either you can solve for sin, Oho, cos, aha, tan, Oi, sin, O by H, cos, A by H, tan, O by A. Sin, opposite by hypotenuse, cos, adjacent by hypotenuse, tan, opposite by adjacent. Or you can go for Soha, Kaha, Tova. So, just you have to say this. Soha, Kaha, Tova. Soha, Kaha, Tova. Soha, Kaha, Tova. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent with respect to the given triangle with respect to marked acute angle. Soha, Kaha, Tova. Or sin, Oho, cos, aha, tan, Oi, or Soha, Kaha, Tova. Right? You got it? So here after sin theta is this, then cos theta, then tan theta. Three ratios are over. So we have to go with another three now. Here see, first of all, opposite side of theta, what is that? That we have to see that. Opposite side of theta is with respect to this, that's what? BC. With respect to this triangle I am writing. With respect to in triangle ABC, where angle B is equal to 90 degree and angle A is marked acute angle. Right, there, it is what BC. Hypotenuse is what? AC. Hypotenuse is equal to, hereafter, with respect to this triangle, BC by AC is sine. With respect to this triangle, the cos is what? Adjacent by hypotenuse. That's what? AB by AC. Then Tova, tan, O by A. That's what? Opposite is what? BC. And adjacent is what? AB. Got this? So therefore, with respect to this triangle, no need of writing this while writing those triangle and all. It is only to understand that what we have to write. So sin is nothing but BC by AC, cos is what? AB by AC, tan is what? BC by AB, only for this triangle. If C is the marked acute angle, no. It will change because the opposite side and adjacent side will change. It will become adjacent, it will become opposite for angle C if it is marked acute angle. But here it is marked is what? A, therefore I took it is opposite and it is adjacent, therefore we will get this. Three ratios are over. What are the other three ratios? Other three ratios are what? Just reciprocal of this. AC by BC, AC by AB, AB by B. Right? So here I told you that three more ratios that we have. So one more is what? Theta. That is what? Cosec theta, then sec theta, then cot theta. Three we have. This cosec, sec and cot are nothing but the reciprocals of them. Therefore, these are the reciprocals of sin, cos, tan. One thing you have to remember, how many ratios you will get here? 6 ratios, right? Whatever the 3 ratios you will get, other 3 are reciprocal of the first 3. Like that here also, whatever we have these 3 here, cosec, sec and cot, are the reciprocals of these respectively. So, how we told the sin is what? Oho. But in case of cosec, it will become ho. Ho ho ho. right? Then AH for this sec, we will get that HA, ha. For cot, we will get OA, no, AO. Okay, for sine, the reciprocal is what? Cosec. For cos, the reciprocal is what? Sec. For tan, the reciprocal is what? Cos. Is it clear? Right? So therefore, sine and cosec, what? Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Sine. Oh ho. Cosec ho. So together sine and cosec are the reciprocal. Sine and cosec are oh ho ho. Then cos and sec are aha ha. Aha ha. Aha ha. Then it is what? Here see, tan and cot are nothing but, just as explain the technique, that's all. Tan and cot are nothing but tan, oi. Cot, avo. Oi, avo. Oi, avo. That is what? Tan and cot. So sine and cosec are what? Ho ho ho. Cos and sec are what? Aha ha. Tan and cot are what? Oi, avo. Just to remember that. So therefore, from this I can say that cosec is the reciprocal of sine. When you say that it is opposite by hypotenuse OHO, it will become what? H by U. That is what? Hypotenuse by opposite. Similarly, when you say that it is adjacent by hypotenuse, it will become hypotenuse by adjacent. Cot, it is the reciprocal of tan. You told that it is OI. OI, opposite by adjacent. It is what? AVO. AVO. That is what? Adjacent by opposite. That's all. That means the reciprocals of this. BC by AC. It is what? AC by BC. Check it once. Whether hypotenuse is AC or not. Opposite is what? BC or not. So similarly, it is what? AB by AC. It is what? AC by AB. Next one you see. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. It is BC by AB. Therefore, this is what? AB by BC. You got it? These are the fixed ratios we have. Here see, we connected trigonometry. We connected trigonometry with the sides of the triangle. By taking all the three sides, we formed fixed ratios. We connected those fixed ratios to trigonometry, and they are called trigonometric ratios when we connect. Right? Those are named as sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. Three basic ratios are sin, cos, tan, and cosec, sec, cot are reciprocals respectively to this. Cosec is the reciprocal of sin, sec is the reciprocal of cos, and cot is the reciprocal of tan. That's why oho, aha, oi. Oho, therefore ho, oho, ho, cos, aha, ha, and tan and cot, oi, avo. You got this? Clear? Clear? Yes. So one more thing that I'll take now. That is, see. I told you that the cosec, sec, and cot are reciprocals of sin, cos, tan respectively. That means when you go for that sin theta, it is exactly equal to the reciprocal of cosec. Cosec theta, reciprocal of cosec. What is the reciprocal of cosec? 1 by cosec. The value of sin theta is always exactly equal to the reciprocal of the cosec. Similarly, I can say that the cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. Got this? Clear? Sin theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta. Cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. Next one is what? Cos theta. Cos is the reciprocal of sec. Therefore, that is what? cos theta is equal to 1 by sec theta, and I can say that sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta, because cos is the reciprocal of sec, sec is the reciprocal of cos. They are reciprocal to each other. Last one is what? Tan theta. Tan theta is equal to, that's what, 1 by cos theta. Right. Then cos theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Tan and cos are reciprocal to each other. Sin and cosec are reciprocals, cos and sec are reciprocals, tan and cot are reciprocals, I told. That means the value of sin theta exactly equal to the value of the cosec theta. For example, if sin theta is equal to 2 by 3, if you say, then no doubt the cosec theta is equal to 3 by 2. If you say that, I'll say that it is what, one minute, I'll say that it is what, 3 by 5. Then cosec theta is 5 by 3. If cos theta is what, 4 by 5, then I can say that sec theta is equal to what, 5 by 4. Right? Then tan theta is equal to, that is 3, and cos theta is equal to 4 by 3. It is just an example. If you say that sin theta is 3 by 5, cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta, therefore cosec theta will become 5 by 3. If cos theta is 4 by 5, then no doubt sec theta will become 5 by 4, because sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. For example, if you say that sec theta is equal to x by y, then no doubt cos theta is equal to what? Y by x. That's all, because these two are reciprocal to each other. You got it? When you say that tan theta is equal to 3 by 4, then cos theta is equal to what? 4 by 3. That means these two are reciprocal to each other, reciprocal to each other, reciprocal to each other. It is the very first concept that you have to keep in your mind. Trigonometric ratios, 6 ratios, sine of acute angle theta, cosine of that, then tangent of that theta, then cosecant of that theta, then secant of that theta, then cotangent of that theta. Abbreviation: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Here, sin, cos, tan. These are nothing but sin, oho, toha, cos, aha, taha, tan, oi, towa. Tan is opposite by adjacent. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Sin is opposite by hypotenuse. When the cosec, sec, cot are the reciprocals of these three, we can say that cosec, sec, cot are nothing but ulta. Ho, ha, ye. Oho, ho, aha, ha, oi, aw. Right? And I told you that these three are the reciprocals of those three respectively. Similarly, these two are what? Reciprocal to each other. Sin value is always equal to the reciprocal of the cosec. Cosec is equal to reciprocal of the sin. The value of the cos theta is the reciprocal of the value of secant theta. So value of the reciprocal of the value of secant theta. Secant theta is equal to the reciprocal of the value of cos theta. Tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. That's why I told you that if sin theta is 3 by 5, then no doubt cosec is 5 by 3. Cos is 4 by 5. Sec is what? 5 by 4. Tan is what? 3 by 4. Cot is what? 4 by 3. So that I told you like this. See here, I am going to go with a triangle now. Yes, right. I told you that it is what? ABC, where angle D is 90 degree and it is the marked acute angle. Right. With respect to that, I told you that it is 3 and it is 4 and it is 5. You know that it is nothing but what? Hypotenuse. It is nothing but what? Adjacent here. It is nothing but what? Opposite. And we know that sine is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Therefore, sorry, it is what? 3. And I took it is 4. Opposite by hypotenuse. Therefore, 3 by 5. I took 3 by 5. Similarly, it is what? 5 by 3 cosec. And cos is what? Adjacent by hypotenuse 4 by 5. So therefore, it will become 5 by 4. Tan is what? 3 by 4. And that will become what? 4 by 3. Got it? Clear? It is required. So while we are going with these ratios, then again we have to go with some other important things. one thing we have to observe. It is very important. I'll repeat it tomorrow also. Whatever the last thing that I am saying, and I will not repeat these things whatever I explained, because yesterday I explained the same thing and today also I repeated this. But one more thing that we have to learn now along with this. Okay. One more relation I'll give here. Notes will be given later. First, you have to understand the concept. If you understand the concept, then only you can go for the notes. Without understanding, if you go for the notes, you will not get anything. That's why please listen carefully. Try to understand. If you have any doubt, without any hesitation, you can ask me after the class. Right? I'm 24/7, nothing to worry. Yes, done. So one more thing I'm writing. We got that sine is equal to what? With respect to a triangle that is opposite by hypotenuse. And cos is what? That is adjacent by hypotenuse. One more relation I am finding now. Here is a very important relation. So therefore, please see this carefully. And I told you that tan is nothing but that is opposite by adjacent. OI. You know that. Oho, aha, OI. Right. Now you can observe here, I will go for sine by cos is what? Is equal to what? Sine by cos is nothing but sine into, sine theta I have to write. You should not write that like that. One more thing I have to clear, that I will clear later. So cos theta. So sine theta by cos theta is equal to, that is what, sine theta into 1 by cos theta. Do you agree? Yes, the sine into 1 is sine and cos. Sine, you know that is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. And you know that what is 1 by cos? 1 by cos is what? Sec. It is the reciprocal of the cos. It is not cos. Reciprocal of the cos you have to write. That is what? Hypotenuse by adjacent. We are not writing the cos. We are writing 1 by cos. 1 by cos means that is nothing but sine theta into sec theta. You got this? Right? So therefore, here see hypotenuse cancel. What is the remaining? Opposite by adjacent. You know that opposite by adjacent, OI. What is OI that is? That is nothing but tan. So therefore, one more thing we got here. I will explain it tomorrow again in detail. So that is, we got for tan theta is exactly equal to sin theta by cos theta. Wherever you want, for the salvation, where it is required, then you can take like this also. Tan can be written as sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta can be written as tan. These two are equal. See, I took that sin theta by cos theta. It can be written as sin theta into 1 by cos theta. Sin theta is sin theta, 1 by cos theta means secant theta. So sin theta into secant theta. Sin is what? Oho, opposite by hypotenuse. Where the cos is aha, adjacent by hypotenuse, sec will become hypotenuse by adjacent. Cancel. Opposite by adjacent. Therefore, we got the chance. Just a hint I am giving them, sir, today. So tomorrow we have to go in detail about it. Right? You got it? Is it clear? One relation. Just you have to keep in your mind that thought. Tomorrow I'll explain it again. Not only one more is there. We have to see that also. Right? Okay? You got it? So good. So just we have to recall that whatever we learned today. First of all, I told you that the first point. What is trigonometry? The word meaning, trigonometron, triangular measurement, the measurement of the sides and the angles of a triangle. Then second one is the trigonometry is a branch of mathematics, deals with the relation among the sides and the angles of a triangle. And I told you that basically we have to work out all these things with respect to a right triangle. So right triangle, I took the triangle ABC, I marked that angle B is equal to 90 degrees, two more angles remaining, A and C, those two are acute. In that I mark angle A as theta, which is nothing but marked acute angle. With respect to that, we have to name. So therefore, the side opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. Side opposite to the marked acute angle, that means theta, that is what opposite side, and the remaining is what adjacent side. Right? We went through that 6 trigonometric ratios. With respect to theta, I am speaking. Or with respect to A, you can say that sin A, cos A, tan A, cosec A, sec A, and cos A. Got this? Or with respect to theta, you can say that sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cos theta. I told you that sin theta, cos theta, and tan theta are the basic 3 ratios. For those 3, the cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta are the reciprocal. Sin theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta, tan theta, cos theta is equal to 1 by sec theta, tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta. Similarly, cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta, sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta, cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. What is sin theta? What is that? Which ratio is that? Very simple. Sin theta is equal to OHO. So, right? So that is nothing but sin theta is equal to opposite side of theta divided by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to CAH, CAH, cos. So cos is equal to adjacent side of theta divided by hypotenuse. The one more is what tan theta we have. Tan theta is what OI. OI is nothing but what opposite side of theta divided by adjacent side of theta. When you write the reciprocals of this, you are going to get the cosec, sec, and cos. So therefore, cosec is the reciprocal of sin. When you say that sin theta is equal to opposite side of theta divided by hypotenuse, then cosec theta will become hypotenuse divided by opposite side of theta. So when you say that cos theta, kaha, so see, cos, aha, adjacent side of theta divided by hypotenuse, then the reciprocal of this sec theta is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side of theta. Then tan theta is equal to opposite side of theta divided by adjacent side of theta. Then the reciprocal of this cot will become adjacent side of theta divided by opposite side of theta. And one more thing, today I gave that tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Wherever it is necessary, there we have to use. Right? So thank you, children. If you have any doubt, any other things, any more things to ask, you can speak me after the class. Okay? Shall I wind up now? Thank you. One and all.